Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a case of Consumer Protection Act, that is deficiency in service, particularly relating to the bank lockers. Normally, according to the law of bailment, when once you place certain property in the locker, so whatever is contained, it is and to keep it in a safe mode is your duty, whereas the responsibility of the bank is to take due diligence, to observe due diligence in maintaining the locker, in operating the locker also. That's why normally whenever you go to a bank, so the locker will be operated only with a double keys, not with a single key. Of course, the bank man will come out, then you will place something or you will take something. If you make, some people are in the habit of making some inventory. Like me, I make an inventory and put put a list of articles kept in the so-called locker, and a copy will be kept with me. That is for my personal purpose. It's a different thing. So anyway, the Supreme Court, while disposing the case of Amitabh Das Gupta versus United Bank of India, I think it is in 2010. United Bank of India, this is Deshapriya Park Branch, Kolkata City, 2010. So while disposing the civil appeal number 3966 by 2010, two judges bench, Justice Shantanu Gounder and Vineet Sharan, they held that banks are duty bound. Please remember, banks are duty bound to exercise due diligence in maintaining and operating the locker. So why this trouble has come? If you go to the details of the case, it will be better, you will appreciate, I believe. So banks, they owe a duty of care. So once again we are going to the topic of law of negligence, duty of care, breach of duty of care. So banks owe a duty of care to exercise due diligence in maintaining and operating their locker or other safe deposit systems. They cannot contract out of minimum standard of care in this regard. Normally they will say that as per the rule of bailment, they are not responsible for the missing or other things of the articles. If you go to the case law, then you will be able to appreciate, right? So actually there is an old woman who is the mother of this Amitabh Das Gupta. She took a locker A222 from United Bank of India, that Deshapriya Park branch, Kolkata City. Of course, this man Gupta, Amitabh Das Gupta, he is a joint account holder, and subsequently after her death, the locker has come into position. But of course, because they are not maintaining properly, I believe, in the year 1990, 93, 94, for the financial year 1993, 94, I think they have not paid the rent. Therefore, the bank sent a reminder to them that they have failed to repay, they failed to pay the yearly rent to the locker. So, of course, on receiving the notice, of course, on the next year, that is on 37, same year, 37, 1994, this man paid the due amount. 1994 he has paid the amount, and on 27/5/95, maybe after 10 months or so, he went to the bank, and there he was surprised or shocked to note that the manager told him that Arey Baba, you did not pay the bank rent, therefore we have broken it open, we have made an inventory in the presence of some two independent witnesses and kept the property with us, and this locker was allotted to another person. He was shocked, literally stunned. How? He said, you have sent the notice to me. Yes, as per the same notice, I have repaid the due amount on 37/1994, which the manager did not see. Of course, he may be knowing. The manager might have been transferred, the predecessor might have not noted, but some wrong has committed. Right? Now, so this man was shocked, literally. Okay, he went home and he sent letters, and once again on 17/6/95, I think maybe after 1 month. 1 month, once again he went to the bank to collect the so-called their inventory material. Actually, he knows that 7 articles were kept inside the locker, but only 2 pair, that is 4 items have been found as noted by the bank. 2 pair of bangles and 2 pair of ear studs only. But he says 7 items have to be traced. And he filed a case against them. Now, he has first approached the district forum. District forum has sent notices to the other party. The bank manager came and the bank manager admitted that this man has paid the due amount on 37/1994 and amount is due for 93/94. Yes, it's okay, no problem. Then why did you break it open? Why did you give it? Why did not make an inventory? Of course, suppose if the situation is today, definitely they would have made a video of the things, entire thing, fact would have come out. At that time, there was no such facility, only the witnesses were there. So now they have a lot of things. Anyway, now the bank is found fault with not taking care whether to check up whether this man has paid the rent or not. That is the main point. Basing on that point, and that too, since they have not made an observation that the Panchanama, only just some independent in the presence of witnesses, they have carried out the so-called inventory system. The Consumer Protection Council of the district, then they found fault and they have asked the bank people to pay 3 lakhs for this 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs for the deficiency of circles, deficiency of service, and also for their negligence, right? Of course, 50,000 or 1 lakh for the mental agony. Now they have they went to the state commission, which has reduced that 1 lakh to 50,000, but 3 lakhs they have to give. So later the bank has come ultimately to ultimately from National Consumer Protection Council, the matter has come to the Supreme Court as the final appeal. Supreme Court leveled the following issues. Number 1, the issues are duty of care under the laws of bailment, then independent duty of care to customers with respect to management and operation of the locker. These issues have been, of course, such type of disputes have been coming over for a century, but there is no specific guideline in this regard. No doubt, the RBI issued guidelines on 17/4/2007 about the care to be taken in sections 45 ZC to 45 ZF, and they said that they have framed rules also, Banking Regulation Act rules. Now the Supreme Court has reiterated all these things and said that a copy of the locker agreement should be given to the customers, and due care must be maintained for the maintenance of the lockers, because due to the rust and this thing, or due to some tsunami and thing, they may get rusted, and maintenance is one of the parts, one of the important aspects. And maintenance of the locker register as well as the key register. So the key register should be updated. And we have seen some cases where the people do not maintain any key register. Simply the customer comes because he is known to them, they will operate the key. It's a dangerous thing. Changes of the locker. If you normally, there are occasions where some maintenance works are there, or the bank may be shifted to some other place. At times if there is any change of the locker, definitely they have to notify. Of course, banks will do it. In my case also, they informed me. So then after the deposit of the people, better to check the whether lockers are purely locked or not. This is also another important issue. It happened in Vijaya Bank, Ongole, in the old branch, where the person missed or he forgot to close the locker, went away. The peon or the attender fellow, he went there, he has collected 1 lakh cash taken out simply, and we had a hell of time by recovering that money also. And lastly, if any force majeure or act of third party, then also there should be caution about these issues. So unless these things are there, definitely it is very difficult to maintain the lockers, because nowadays, so keeping the locker, keeping their articles in the locker has become an essential service. So when the service is there, there should be no deficiency. They have to follow all the norms and guidelines. Otherwise, banks, they cannot wash off their hands, claim that they bear no liability, just like intermediaries in IT Act. So please remember, this is a very good case regarding the maintenance of the lockers by the bank staff, by the bank people. They have to take utmost care because you are the customer and they are the service providers. There should not be any deficiency of service. Thank you.